Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in once again. So we have ourselves a large scale 87 Firebird GTA. I've been looking at this kit for quite a while, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to pull the trigger and get it. I was always a fan of these cars. Yes, I'm a Mustang guy, but I'll tell you what, in the GM land, F-Bodies is one of my favorite cars in their spectrum other than a G-Body, which is these Trans Ams, and I love the looks of these. I always have. So I really want to get this kit. I do actually have a other kit here, which I'll show you in a second. So I have this kit here. This is not opened. This is still sealed. I was in a hobby shop a couple years ago, and the guy had this on the shelf for 30 bucks. And I thought, you gotta be kidding me. So my aunt had one that looked identical to this. And as a kid, cruised around in it. I thought it was the coolest thing. So this is actually my second one. I got one that I put together when I was a kid. Bought it at a big wheel store. And I'm debating if I want to build this one first or that black one, but I'm thinking that black one. Maybe save this one for another day. Hers was the same car, T-tops and the whole 9 yards, but it didn't have the center caps, the hubcaps on it. So yeah, so this is my two big bird Trans Ams I guess I got here. And so I was pretty happy to find this one. Like I say, I do have another one here that I built a long time ago. It's going to be a redo, but then I ended up finding this, so I figured, you know what? We're just going to put the other one back to the side. So other than that, back to the new 87. Like I say, this is a pretty cool kit. So just do a quick unboxing, show you what's in the kit when you buy one. This thing is packed full of goodies. So I'm not sure why, but the plastic is really, if you can see that now if I'm too close, it's really distorted in the box. So it kind of makes me want to get it out, and so check that out. So if you get one of these, I mean, this thing's like, ooh, and of course, what's right there? The hood. And I thought, oh, I hope that's okay. So opening this up first time together here. So the hood does look okay, looks pretty straight, but boy, I tell you what, that is really taking a turn. So I don't know if it sat in a shipping container or whatnot. You know, trying to get here, it's hard to say. But this looks like this will be a pretty cool build. So we got the body. This is really nice looking. Looking at it down the road here, she is a little tweaked. So it's going to need a little bit of attention. It needs to kind of come down this way. This side's up awful high, this A-pillar, which you can actually see by looking at it straight down. That's curved, that's pushed right in. See, this is pushed out. So we're going to do some, we'll have to do some major fixing on it to make that work. But other than that, not too bad to get the stuff taken off and get that fixed. But definitely something we'll have to look into. It's got some pretty heavy parting lines here. Mold lines, that's like super thick. Not a big deal. They get you a GTA here, but boy, that's really, really faint. But they do give you decals in the kit. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, so other than that, the body looks really good other than this spot here, which is, yeah, it's like one of those, oof. I mean, it needs to be pushed quite a ways, but we'll have to do some work on that with the heat gun and see what we can do. But other than that, flash-wise, I mean, it's super clean. Made me nervous when I opened it up first time and saw those pieces bent. That wasn't a cool sign. So opening this bag up here, we got a extra here. We got a console sitting there. And like I say, I mean, check out those screws. I mean, those things are really like, yeah, so it's one of those, ugh. Okay, not a big deal, not a big deal. Maybe it's supposed to be that way, because see here, it's kind of got like a break point there, so I don't know. Just in case, maybe. So like I say, we obviously got our type large parts. Looks like it'll be really easy to detail this. Want to add plug wires to it and whatnot. All the pulleys and suspension pieces. So it's kind of a cool looking kit. I noticed these are getting a little more scarce. They're still out there, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to grab one while I still can. This is unique. I thought this was kind of odd. I thought these would be plated, but that's okay, because I would have stripped them down anyways and did my own plating with the gold. So I kind of like that this was, it just saves me the step, because it would have happened anyways. Same as the valve covers, nothing's plated. None of this is plated, which just needs to be aluminum anyways. So I actually like that they did it that way. You got your shift handle there, so that's pretty cool. Moving on to the next sheet here, got a couple pieces here. So we got our shocks, some springs, some looks like maybe part of the suspension there. This almost looks like a headrest. Now we got the, I don't even know what that is. It looks like a headrest. Kind of odd there's just one there. And we have some inner door panels. I see this one's kind of tweaked. Like say this trees on this are really twisted a little bit. Something we'll have to work on. There's looks like my other door panel piece. So that's pretty cool. So we got some armrests for the doors. So it should be pretty nice to detail these doors out because they give you a lot of separate features on there. That'd be really cool. Putting this together, I think I want to put some good detail, especially under the hood. I mean, it should be pretty easy to wire this. All that good fun stuff. I see there's quite a bit of flash here, but hey, that's not modeling if there's not a lot of flash. Not too much anyways, just enough to keep it a model, I guess. So we got our chassis. This thing's pretty good size. Got some loose pieces here. I got one windshield wiper. So we got our seats. Those look pretty cool. So we got those magic headrests that go in there. Looks like we got some headlight buckets. If you choose to model it with the lights open, which I don't think I would on this kit, they'd be a closed deal. So yeah, so that chassis is pretty big, and it also has a nice twist to it. The chassis kind of does one of these numbers. I don't know if you can see that or not. So it's got a pretty good bend to it. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of kind of fabrication on this to make this a go. And last bag we got some other our mirrors, rear bumper, some side skirt pieces, and a rear spoiler. I'm not sure if that's just one piece to that or if there's a second piece that goes in there. So yeah, this looks like it'll be a pretty cool builder. And of course we got our glass. So the glass looks like it's okay, for what I can see anyways. And I'm shocked that these are not tinted. Any of the glass is tinted actually. But that's okay. We can go through and tint that ourselves. Not a big deal. Because definitely got to have tinted T-tops. I mean, you can't just have clear glass. That'd be silly, right? And we got some tires. So now I know the tires in the kit from the 82, the tires are really nice, defined, deep lettering on it. So these have Goodyear Eagle VR tires in it, but the lettering is very faint versus the other one. I might do, maybe I'll dig out my other kit and get the tires out of that, because that had some really nice white letters. I'm a white letter fan, so I would probably white letter these, even though I know the car didn't have them originally, but I do know these Eagles did come with white letters. So these are VR 50s. Yep. So nice tires, very soft, pliable. So that'd be nice and easy to work with. And they label them left and right because they are directional. Hence the arrow is on there as well. If you weren't paying attention, you can just go by the arrow. So other than that, so there you go, guys. That's part of it, I guess. So in that we got our instruction sheet and some decals. So let's check out these decals here. So these look pretty nice, pretty crisp looking. Give them some nice dash decals. So I'm not sure why we get two different colored dashes. I don't know if there was maybe a anniversary car or something, because we get 3 different colors here, unless they're just changing colors of the car. This almost looks like hood detail here. But yeah, because this car looked pretty sweet in a red also, but or even white. But I definitely think black's going to be the color for this. It's probably the best option for it. These look the coolest in black, like say, or white. Look good in white. But we'll probably stick with the black theme. So yeah, so it's out to get you for a decal sheet, and we got some special instructions. It looks like that looks like it doesn't apply to us. Oh, USA warning. Oh, not suitable for children under 3. Choking hazard. So they're basically saying don't put the plastic bag over your head. It's going to be very hard to get out of that one. Okay, so they basically give you your call outs and everything. Give you a color guide, the basic layout, and just so your basic engine assembly. Like I say, this kit's pretty straightforward. It's almost like your 1/25th scale kit, but just in a larger version. Pieces are almost the same setup, so not a bad deal. Like I say, it'll be nice to detail those interior panels and so on. You get a few extra goodies than you would normally get out of the other kits. So we got our dashboard, steering wheel, pretty basic assembly on this car. Like I say, doing this, I wouldn't need to do all that. I'd just fold the light down. I wouldn't even make them even remotely retractable. I'd just leave them in a down position for me building it. I tell you what, this would be nice to light this up, but I'm not going to go through the LED hassle with it. So this does have a second piece to that rear spoiler. I was wondering about that. Then you get a third brake light, which I believe the third brake light I think was introduced in '86. I think, yeah, because my '85 Thunderbird Turbo Coupe did not have one, and the '86 did. So I believe that was when that started, was '86. So other than that, you get a rear wiper. I guess you only get one wiper. That's probably why there's only one in the kit, because they don't give you front wipers. I just get one for the rear deck. You know, I really don't remember the rear wiper on these cars. That's, I don't know, maybe it was an option. I don't know. I'm not sure. But other than that, you get final assembly, and there you have it. A few trinkets here and there. Decal it and all that fun stuff. And what do you know? You have a GTA built. So there you have it, guys. Just a quick opening. Probably going to get on this kit really quick. We're working on the DeLorean a little bit here and there. And we may slide this one in between just to kind of keep things rolling. So other than that, appreciate you guys tuning in the channel, checking out, and hey, you guys have a good one, and thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one.